Boom! Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We got serious things to talk about. It's a serious week. A serious week that ends with a serious damned Friday night. And there's no better way to have a serious Friday night than when we bring Carl the Envelope up in the studio.
Glad
Carl,
to be back.
Welcome to the program, man.
Good
This
to
is
be back
what's his
again.
third time on the program?
Third time here?
That's good time business, man.
Getting
That's
about 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah. You coming up from the Wilmington, North Carolina area, correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
Town woman.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we're going to talk a little bit about that coming up. Carl's brought some cool records. We've jammed some of them here in a little bit. I've got some cool records. I've got an epic dig that I've got. We got some sodas. We got some chips. We got big things to move and shake and talk about this evening. I got a pen in my hand. Talk show hosts do that.
That means business right there.
Point with a pen.
Yeah.
You do things like that.
He's going to write things down.
Yeah, hey, let's remind everybody that you can find all these Grown Man Record Night segments. They're going to end up
are you going to remind everybody how they can find them live on Ustream with a nice new graphic that you created, finally?
No, it's been a busy week. Busy week.
So which graphic?
It's been a busy week in the TV game.
That's the ongoing joke we have.
Yeah, I'm going to do one of those graphics. We're live on Ustream every Friday night, 8:30 till I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And then these segments will end up on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Machete Miller. Be able to find all these talk show type segments on there where we talk about records and sodas and chips and life. Talk a lot about life.
All the good stuff.
Because when it comes to life, Carl, I mean, I'm pretty much what you call a know-it-all. I know about life. I was blessed to be born with the knowledge of life right off the get. Right off the get, I knew about the life. And I try to bring it on to everybody. I tell everybody else about it.
You got to pass on the knowledge.
I pass on the knowledge.
You got to pass on the knowledge.
It's all about paying it forward.
Absolutely.
And if you can't say anything else about it here at Grown Man Record Night, we try to pass it forward.
Pass it forward.
We're no experts. We're no geniuses, but we are
grown men who love records.
We're grown men who love records, and we are the Jesus Christ of the internet. I'll put it out there.
Kanye's going to sue you for that.
That's probably so. Probably so. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, let's run down some of the stuff that we. Wait a minute. Before we do that, speaking of YouTube, we're getting kind of close. We've got 70-some subscribers on YouTube.
Nice.
When we hit the 100 subscriber mark, we're going to do us a little what they call a vinyl community contest. And what this involves is when we hit 100 things, we're going to have 100 subscribers. We're going to have some people post some videos. And we're going to put a little thing out. I'm thinking your house is on fire, right?
Yeah.
And you've
My
got
house better not be on fire. I'm not there.
your house is on fire. You've got 10 seconds. Grab 3 records as you run out the door.
Brilliant.
That's my idea.
I like it.
Yeah, and so we're gonna have people post videos to that effect and see what records you would grab first thing, and then we'll have a little contest. I got a little stack of vinyl put to the side up there. It's that top shelf, all the way to the side. Let's not give away what it is, but I've got some pretty dope records up there. Some stuff that's in some decent shape. Some stuff that most people
grabs. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add some more stuff. Cameron's gonna add some stuff. We're gonna make it a cool little prize package.
Sounds fun, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man.
enter that.
Yeah, man. That's
I'm
what
gonna,
it's.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a part of that.
Submit a little video, man. That's what it's about, and we'll take a little watch them, and we'll decide who's got the best video.
Nice.
So let's talk a little bit about what we played this evening so far. Started off loud and stupid this evening.
Right. I missed this part.
Yeah, a little Quiet Riot, Mental Health. Love this record for all the wrong reasons. And when I put it down here, I guess last week we had some hot wings. Steve Jones, or we'll call him Steve Fever.
Steve Fever!
When it's the Mikey Bananas and Steve Fever show. Like last week, we had a Mikey Bananas, Steve Fever. He brought a bunch of toolboxes of liquor.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little later too.
Yeah, that gets dirty real quick.
But I guess he also brought some chicken wings, and we fried them up in the cameraman fried them up in our deep fryer. And then I guess some stuff got on the table. So this Quiet Riot, as dope as it is, it's got some hot wing stuff from where I mashed it down in there. Let's hold that up, cameraman. Look at that hot wing garbage.
It's just flavor, man.
It's
just
flavor. It's like a what you call a
right.
One of those that no, you see you're holding it the wrong way.
You gotta turn it over and show the hair also.
Yeah.
You definitely got to get the 80s hair in there.
You gotta get
that's
the hair in there, man.
But it's got a little hot wing remnant on it.
Put the hair over.
I don't know. That's what it is. I bet it still smells good. This sauce Steve brought, it was a habanero pineapple sauce. It tastes like the.
I've had some of those.
It tastes like the sweet and sour from McDonald's, but spicy. Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Spicy, just like Joe versus the Volcano.
Joe versus the Volcano.
Just like the chunk of meat on this next album
Okay,
cover
look at
right
this.
here. Let's get to this right here.
Okay, here's what we played. We played a little T-Bone Walker, Very Rare. Classic track in the house, I mean, a record in the house, reprise. I think it's in the 73 reprise. Nice big thing. It's a nice gatefold. We won't open it up because we've done it so many times before. But I'll tell you what. The Grown Man Record Night rule, you never play T-Bone Walker Very Rare without playing
the eggs.
Wilbert Longmire, Sunny Side Up. So look right here, folks. We got a little steak and eggs.
That's a tasty breakfast.
And I actually should have played the Dennis Coffee over there with the cover in the same scale, because this is all like the same scale.
With the coffee mug.
It's coffee and cigarettes. So you got steak, eggs, coffee, cigarettes. But I never play Sunny Side Up without Very Rare. T-Bone Walker, Wilbert Longmire.
Brilliant.
Bang that out. Brilliant. Damn right. Follow that up with a little Steely Dan. A little Steely. Yeah, man. This is Steely Dan Pretzel Logic, which is a great record. This is fantastic. 74 MCA. Pick this up for just a few bucks. Don't sleep on Steely Dan, man.
Dan is all right.
Yeah, it's. I watched a little Netflix, one of those classic album things about Steely Dan. It's two dudes. They're
Steely
two
and
dudes.
Dan?
Yeah, Steely and Dan. and every time they want to record not just an album but a damn song, they're like, I want you to play bass and I want you to do some singing and maybe you come in and play guitar, and then the next song they'll be like, okay, see you guys later. I want to bring you in to play guitar. It's all a mishmash.
That's great. I never knew that about Steely Dan. That's some good information right there. That's the kind of information Grown Man Record Night will bring out.
That's what I'm talking about. And our good friend Sean from New Jersey sent Donald Fagen's solo effort to us through the mail.
Nice.
And that's Donald Fagen, the singer from Steely Dan, and Nightfly. It's isn't that what it's called? Nightfly. It's right down there. It's in that crate.
It's on a lower level.
I want you to do a real quick rant, if you will.
What's a rant about it? I can't hear you. I'm gonna have to repeat what cameraman says.
Quick rant about these kind of inside sleeves.
Yeah, I've had a couple of beers. I can't get the record back into.
That has nothing. Beers have nothing to do with those sleeves.
I totally hate these inside sleeves.
Yeah, you can't ever get this back, and you put the record in, and then
if anybody out there is watching that sells records, please don't sell records in these sleeves.
No, sell them in those sleeves if that's what it came with originally. Just shame on you.
Get right in there. This is Ramsey Lewis.
Yeah.
Can we get it back in there?
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Have we followed that up with some Cal Collins Cracked Rib? One of the great guitar players I never knew about. This is an 85 Mo Pro, and this is one of my favorite covers ever. Cameraman, I hate to interrupt you doing your thing. The envelope can handle it. Look at that. Look at that cover. Look at that, man. Dude's enjoying some ribs, some French fries.
Who doesn't enjoy ribs?
And who doesn't enjoy French fries?
It's more American than ribs.
It's good time business right there.
Yep. That's about the point I walked into the house.
That's great.
Steak is more.
That's great jazz guitar right there.
Yes, it is.
This is in the vein of Wes Montgomery, maybe. Kind of in that. It's great jazz guitar. And
Absolutely.
I wasn't familiar with this cat. I bought it on the cover alone. Why wouldn't you?
Oh,
and then when I heard it, I was like, "Whoa, who's this dude?"
Absolutely.
Hey, man, followed it up with a Grown Man Record Night classic. We don't go too long without playing this damn record because it's damn amazing, and that's just how we do it.
Oh, damn.
Mahavishnu Orchestra, Birds of Fire. Man, love this record. 73 CBS, and this is just phenomenal. I mean, every player. Let's see who's on this one. Rick Laird. Rick Laird.
Hamilton?
As well with Jan Hammer.
No, Carl, not him.
John McLaughlin, Jerry Goodman, and our good friend of the program, Billy Corn Off the Cobham. Got a lot of Billy Cobham stuff, his solo stuff. He played with Miles Davis, one of our favorite drummers here on Grown Man Record Night. Billy Cobham straight up picks it up, puts it down.
Nice.
Jesus, his
Really
solos.
enjoyed that album.
Yeah.
That was on. Actually, the one before it was on when I got here.
Yeah.
And we jammed to those two. Really enjoyed the orchestra. Never heard them before.
Yeah, man.
Mike turned me on to some good stuff right there.
Never
And then,
sleep on it. You had some
promptly
stuff that came up
arrived
after
and,
that.
We jumped into Boots with Strings, Boots Randolph.
The old Boots
On his
Randolph.
saxophone.
Yeah.
I know Mike here has played some Boots on the show before. It's down with Boots, but just picked it up last weekend digging, and fairly interesting. Not bad. We went straight on to Boots into. What did we go on to Boots into? Did we go on to Ocean Drive?
I think we went from Boots right into Ocean Drive.
I think we did go into Ocean
now,
Drive. Now,
Carl had brought some Ocean Drive stuff before. Now, Carl, hip us a little bit to this Ocean Drive situation.
Ocean Drive is kind of a funky situation with Beach Beat Records out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
They put out apparently
4 or 5 of these?
Apparently there's 5 total, considering the one Mike has, which I actually haven't seen before.
Yeah. This is 81
That's
on
81.
Warner Special Project. So
Right.
hip us again to this Warner Beach Beat deal.
Is that
Warner,
hold on? Is that 1981?
1981.
17.
That's one of my
that's
favorite questions, by the way.
1781.
So what's the deal with this? How Warner and Beach Beat interacted here?
All right, so Beach Beat was, as much as I can learn and figure, there's not a whole lot of information out there on it, but
Right.
Beach Beat Records was a small label out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
What?
Put together, North Carolina, here we are.
North Cac.
Beach music capital. But we, Beach Beat used, through Warner Brothers, licensed records, and Warner assisted with distribution and production, things like that.
So they kept it kind of on the local tip, but then Warner helped out with the distribution to get the shit out there where it needs
right,
to
to
be.
get it out, and I'm not even sure if these albums went national.
Really?
They may not have even been sold outside the Southeast, because it's rare, especially this Ocean Drive.
Oh, man.
And the Ocean Drive that I had on a previous program, Ocean Drive number 1 from 1980, which is a 2-album set.
So is this number 2? Do you know that?
No, actually,
I don't know what
weird
this is.
because this is Ocean Drive, and the one I have is Ocean Drive. And then
They just change their covers. They
They
don't
just
change
change
the
the
title.
cover.
So it's really hard to find. The catalog numbers are kind of like nondescript.
It's a real, I
This-
don't know,
this
kind of
one-
a garage shop type.
Sure.
It's not the most professional,
But hey, this is a triple LP. So there's 3
triple LP,
three
some of the best
LPs in
beach
this.
music around.
I'm just going to hit this off real quick.
Run off a few.
The Occasions, Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs, Junior Walker and the All-Stars, the Tramps, Archie Bell and the Durrells, the Drifters, the Coasters, Dominoes, Marvin Gaye, Chairman of the Board, the Tams, the Times, Mary Wells,
Don't forget the Platters.
the Platters, Temptations, Osley Brothers, Four Tops, Showman, Patting the Emblems,
Willie T.
and Jackie
Don't sleep
Wilson.
on Willie T.
Don't sleep on Willie T. and Jackie Wilson. So, man, Ocean Drive. This came from my aunt. My
great.
aunt. Yeah,
That's
and
great.
since Carl was here, I decided to pull it out and play it because I knew Carl had the previous Ocean Drive that he shared with us on the program. We'll keep it moving right here on Grown
All
Man
right,
Record
keeping
Night.
it moving.
Yeah.
After Ocean Drive, we got into, I don't know if we got into this before or after
think
Ocean
that's right.
Drive.
That's right.
But we got into a little George Thorogood.
Yeah, man. Don't hate on him.
Just a couple songs, but I Drink Alone is
Yeah.
a great classic
Should
song.
you give him in lines?
Dude.
Got on George Thorogood, got right into The Blues Is Alright. This is a Malico Records compilation.
Yeah, man.
1985, Malico Records. You got several good artists on here. ZZ Hill being probably one of the top ones.
Yeah.
Little Milton, Denise LaSalle, which we opened up with on that album with
What's her deal, man?
with
She seems to
Down
belt
Home
it out.
Blues.
She's great.
Oh, she can belt it out. She's got
Man.
great songs. The other song of hers on this album that we didn't hear is "Your Husband Is Cheating on
We
Us."
gotta hear that one later.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
So we might get into that a little later.
Everybody
But
will appreciate that.
Malico Records out of Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi to be specific.
Yeah, that's dirty South, baby.
Dirty
That's
South.
real dirty South. You want some real blues? That's where it comes from.
Malico
right there.
Records, Bobby Blue Bland, ZZ Hill, Johnny Taylor, Denise LaSalle, Little Milton, all on
Yeah.
Malico. Okay,
Nice.
so that's what I've played so far, and we had a
then we
couple
followed
more.
that up a little reggae tip, man. I know Carl's a big reggae guy. This is some Alpha Blondie, some European reggae, and I dropped this on the floor. I paid a little chunk of change for this, and I bent the corner of this record. I was pretty upset about it.
Played
It's
it
one of my
anyway.
favorite reggae records I have. This is a reissue. The original was a Dutch pressing. This is, I think, a French pressing. But it's some good 80s European reggae. Dropped it, kind of mad about it. Don't want to spend too much time on it because I'm mad on it. And we followed that up with one track from, I probably done messed some stuff on the back. No, it's all right. This is a really shitty copy of King Curtis live at Fillmore West. I paid freaking 50 cents for this record.
But
And,
King Curtis is the man.
King Curtis is a man. I've got another great King Curtis. It's,
Beer
Don't-
floats into the
don't you
stream.
know, bringing Coors Original past east of the Mississippi's bootlegging? This here's Georgia, son.
Oh, these two good old boys put me up to it.
Big and little Enos Burdette. Look at this gatefold. Oh, man.
Are we doing
Yeah.
gatefolds again?
Look at that. That's Gatefold City right there. Vertical gatefold. Mm-hmm. That's where it's at. But yeah, this record's in really shit shape. But the first song, Memphis Soul Stew, which is,
One of my favorite soul songs
Jesus,
ever.
man. That's awesome. It was
Can I get a
popping.
pound of fatback
Oh,
drums?
Jesus. So we played that, and at least that one track that's worth 50 cents. Give me a break.
Absolutely.
Got a little pops in it. I'll play it all day long.
Absolutely.
Don't make me no never minds.
So that's what we've covered so far here on Grown Man Record Night.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to get into, brought a couple more
Is this
here.
a dig of the week,
and-
Carl? Are you
well,
bringing dig of the weeks?
I don't know if we're bringing dig of the weeks.
I just
I just want to talk about a little something we were going to get into
Yeah.
here in a few.
Carl's
It's
talking
good,
dig of the
it's
weeks.
worthy.
We're going dig of the week?
Let's call
It's
it.
worthy.
I think we're going dig of the
Call it.
week.
I'm calling it.
This is worthy for dig of the week.
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
So what else you got, Carl?
All right. We got out digging the other day. Out digging a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Local used record shop. Came across this. Had to pay $10 for it, but it's in great shape. And it's Jimmy Cliff, The Harder They Come. Original
Yeah.
1972 soundtrack to the movie.
That's what I'm
Praise
talking about.
good.
Got, of course, some Jimmy Cliff on there.
Man.
Got some Maytals on there.
Man.
Desmond Decker.
What?
The Slickers.
I'm throwing up in my mouth.
Some good reggae right there. We're going to get into this a little bit later.
Carl said,
Yeah.
So we're doing
A
it.
couple other digs here
yeah, bring it, man.
that we've brought lately.
Had done bringing. Oh, Junior Walker. Come on, Carl.
Junior Walker.
Come on, Carl.
Anthology. Double LP.
It's
All
got
the
stars on the
classics.
back. My
It does
girlfriend
have stars
My
on the
girlfriend
back.
has stars tattooed over her elbows.
And this has stars tattooed on the album.
Yeah.
With Junior Walker and the All-Stars Anthology.
Yeah, man.
All the classics. We're going to get into this in a little
I've
while.
not seen this, man.
Oh, let me
That's-
pass that over.
that
Pick
is-
that up in the local used record store down in Wilmington.
Oh,
We're going
that's
to talk
really
a little
cool.
bit about Wilmington record stores.
A 74 on Motown. That's great.
Might not
man.
be quite as productive as here
Well,
in
tell
the
us, man.
in the Piedmont Triad area because
What's
a lot of people are into vinyl in Wilmington.
Yeah.
It's a thing, man. A lot of my friends down there dig records.
what's the scene if you were to I mean, if you were to go into like thrift stores, Goodwills, that type area, what's it like in Wilmington?
Slim pickings.
Really?
You are very, very lucky to find an album worth buying in a Goodwill in Wilmington.
Really? All like Andy Williams,
Absolutely,
Lawrence Welk,
absolutely.
Jim Neighbors.
Yeah, even
Uh-huh.
worse. I mean,
Worse.
like, you know, symphonies, orchestras,
Yeah.
things like that. I mean, well, if you're into that sort of stuff, it's a
Sure.
gold mine. But
That's interesting. And so in Wilmington, if you want to score on even a remotely
remote level,
level, you need
You're
to
gonna-
make your way to the local record shops.
One of the two used record stores in Wilmington,
Uh-huh.
either Gravity Records or Yellow Dog Discs.
Uh-huh.
Yellow Dog is my favorite. Cameraman used to work at Yellow Dog
That's
Discs
right.
back in the day.
Yeah, so that's right.
Uh-oh.
That is actually technically incorrect.
Oh, it wasn't Yellow Dog
Nope.
then, was it?
When I worked there, it was called, and I know some of the local viewers will remember this, Disc Go Round.
Yeah, disco round.
It was a chain.
Disco.
It was Disco Round.
Go Round.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Hyphens and
Yeah.
everything.
So what
Yep.
what are like when you go in your local record shop down there and you're finding your standard decent, I want to pick this up, run of the mill records. What's things running you down there?
It depends on what it is. A lot of things like this Junior Walker anthology here was found in Yellow Dog Disc used. Right. Great condition. The records are in very good to like new condition. And it was $10?
Yeah,
$8?
Jimmy
I believe it
Cliff
was
was
$8.
Yeah.
This Jimmy Cliff that we just talked about, which is fairly rare. I actually looked it up on the internet today, and used copies are going for $30.
Wow.
Picked it up for 10, but
Yeah, and those are both double LPs, right?
no, Jimmy Cliff is
Jimmy
not
Cliff
a double
is not.
LP.
Okay.
But a lot of titles, especially your '80s bands, your '70s, you know, things that are really popular. Jimmy Buffett,
Yeah.
things, you know, Chicago, things like that. You're looking at $3 to $5 range.
A lot of dollar records?
No,
No dollar
no
records.
dollar
That's
records.
because
more
we're-
like thrift store and
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I
See,
mean?
you
we're
can get dollar.
Goodwill.
All the Goodwill records are a dollar
There's good
LP,
stuff there.
but nah, you can get some Herb Albert or something
Yeah.
like that.
Hey,
but
that Herb Albert is good.
See,
yeah,
we're
I did
fort-
pick up a Herb Albert
We're
there.
fortunate here in that we have not only in our local Goodwill shops where we'll run across, and I've got some dollar records in this stack over here, Carl, that's going to blow your freaking mind.
Wow.
Some stuff my
You
mom
showed me a couple
yeah,
of them
yeah,
now.
some of the stuff that my mom hooked me up with this week. But not only are our Goodwills $1, and we run across great stuff. Cameraman and I both have run across great stuff for $1 at Goodwill. But a lot of the local shops will have a dollar section around here, and the dollar sections there, I've picked up Flats and Scruggs. I've picked up that King Curtis was
great.
50 cents, and that was at a local record shop.
That's
Lots
great.
of different things I've picked up. Maybe the cover's in bad shape. I mean, you know,
It's a few scratches, not the best condition.
yeah. So even our really big record stores where I may pay $10 for that dope record, they have dollar sections where I can go
Right.
through there all day and get 10 records that I would still be happy with.
Absolutely.
But a few times, you know, I want to go for some of the more pricier stuff too.
Now I do want to talk about one spot in Wilmington
Yeah.
that I haven't talked about. Well, actually, I did talk about it a little bit. The first appearance I made on Grown Man Record Night back Christmas last year, when I brought the Ocean Drive the first time.
Yeah.
Because we found that in a junk store. There's these
Really?
two junkers in Wilmington that have a warehouse,
Really.
and they're only open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
But when they're open, it's all junk in there, and you just go in and dig around. And we got back in the back, and there were just stacks and piles of old dirty records,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
just straight digging. I mean,
Mold smell.
American picker style digging.
Yeah.
And we
Did you
got in
stop
there-
to talk about into the camera to tell everybody what you were doing?
Nah, I just dug records.
Yeah.
But that place, there's no prices on any of the records, and they don't really pay attention to what they got. And
They don't price their records, but Carl was gonna go in and get what he got.
that's right. Came out of there with 30 records for $30,
Yeah.
and it
Oh,
was
Jesus.
great records.
Really?
Ocean Drive was one of those.
Oh, okay.
And that record alone is worth over $30.
Sure.
Got it for $1.
Man, that's where it's
But
at. What else you
I
got?
want to talk about a couple new ones I bought. We were talking about record stores in Wilmington. and
Springwater.
My favorite one there, Yellow Dog Disc. They're selling a lot of new records lately too. A lot
Sure.
of new stuff has been reissued.
Yeah.
And I've been picking up a couple of new issues and re-releases, and I picked this guy up for all the 80s fans. Everybody who grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
We all know Anthrax State of
Get
Euphoria.
some.
Is that
Get
the
some.
1980s?
Got the Knot Man on the back, classic 80s style.
Up top. Man.
And not only that, we're going to go to the inside
Ryan.
here
Up top. Upstairs.
Upstairs? Uh-oh.
for the beautiful yellow Anthrax vinyl. That's right.
Look at that. What's that, like a fluorescent
Oh,
yellow?
that's beautiful.
Fluorescent yellow Anthrax vinyl.
Oh, it looks like a damn highlighter. What song's on this
Awesome.
album?
Hey,
man?
Oh, Be All End All, State of Euphoria,
Yeah.
Finally, Schism, Who Cares Wins, Antisocial,
Dude.
You're antisocial.
Social.
Mike's
Oh,
been
that's-
at-
We're going to get into this a little later. We're definitely going to hear this.
Yeah, that's
and the
cool.
key to this one is it's a double album.
I love
And
Scott
you know,
Ian, man.
You know they do the this side, other side
Yep.
labels.
Yep.
Well, on this one, side C and side D, they labeled it wrong.
Really?
It's backwards. Yeah,
That's awesome. We're going to talk about another mislabeled album coming up.
cool. One more new one I picked up. I paid a lot of money for, but it was worth it. Clutch.
Yeah.
Strange Cousins from the West.
Yeah.
We're going to get into this here real soon. This is some real bluesy rock right here.
That is a great
And-
dude. Look at that album cover.
And I got to let you know right now, my man Mike here and his little band back in the day, the 5Ls, New Year's Eve, they opened for Clutch.
Yeah, what was that? No, it was in
Right here in
Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem,
Yeah,
Ziggy's.
when did New Year's
I was at
Um,
that show. Yeah,
what
New
year
Year's
was-
Eve
That
show.
was New Year's Eve.
You
I
grew
can-
up at their Wilmington show outside on the patio.
Oh yeah, I've thrown up at a lot of shows.
Carl
dude.
threw up on the patio.
That, man.
So, hey, what year was that New Year's show?
I have no idea.
That would have been probably 2004 going into 2005, maybe?
Sounds right. Me and
Yeah.
Tiff were already married.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, we weren't married then.
I don't know, but I remember
I
that
don't
was
think we were.
that was a cool show, man.
Yeah.
Nato was
04,
there,
05.
A bunch of people. It was great.
All joking aside, opening for Clutch on New Year's,
Hi, Mr. Kitty.
that was a pretty dope show. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of those where
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I remember calling my mom. I was back in the green room before the show started, and I called my mom, and I was like, "Hey, this is pretty rock and roll. I have to say."
It is.
Yeah.
You opened for Clutch,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It
That's-
was gnarly.
That's solid.
Yeah, it was a really good time. I had a lot of those experiences where I just like would take a minute and step back and be like, "Whoa."
Wow.
Somebody,
Right here.
I'm rock and roll.
yeah, somebody go tell 15-year-old Mikey that this actually went down, and
This actually happened.
don't
Yeah.
swallow those pills, dude. Stuff's gonna happen for your life, son.
Things are going to turn around.
Hey.
and
Things gonna turn
change.
around. Things
If
get
you
better.
will it, it will happen.
Things get better. Things get
Yeah.
better.
So I want to get into this Strange Cousins from the West cover
Look
a
at
little
that.
bit,
Yeah,
just
hold that up,
because,
Carl. Put it up.
just
there, man.
because it's so epic.
Here. Can I see that?
No, we need to open that up fully.
Oh, cheese and biscuits.
We got all right.
You do one side, I'll do the other.
We got the full, we got the double fold. We got the triple fold.
Oh
going
yeah, look
on.
at that.
The
Carl
full
done-
map, the internal map.
Carl done up the damn game.
Yeah,
man.
triple fold.
Hey, Carl, use your voice like you know how sounds are made.
Yeah, Carl.
Respect the Minotaur.
Carl knows how sounds are made.
Forgot.
We're gonna be hearing a little bit of this later. Clutch on a Frederick, Maryland.
Oh, that's cool.
They
man.
get it done.
Yeah, we may play that in our little Blake.
Our
Blake
Shelton.
segment. Blake Shelton.
Blake
Hills and Hills,
We've been thinking about
hills
unveiling
on
it, folks.
All right.
yeah.
You might want to keep that in.
What else you got, Carl? Let's bust it
We're
out.
gonna jump on a couple other quick ones
Yeah,
real
bust it out
quick
man.
here.
I gotta get loose
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Real quick
There you
here.
go. Hooray.
Alright, we got Cheap Thrills.
Yeah, buddy.
Janis Joplin.
That's
Big brother
Carl's
in the
name.
holding company.
Janice Jackson.
Live at the Fillmore East.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
We might get
Yeah.
into that in a little while. Brought up some old 90s Goody Mob.
What?
Whoa!
Come
Yeah.
on, Carl.
Oh,
Come
CeeLo.
on, Carl.
CeeLo
knows?
before he was CeeLo when he was just part of the
Before
Goody
he was
Mob.
putting
Yeah,
stuff in.
man.
Before he was slipping stuff in people's drinks and judging some
Allegedly.
TV show that I don't
Allegedly.
watch.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He
Judging some TV show that I don't watch.
Yeah. Hey, it's on
Did I hear
NBC.
Judge? Somebody
Every-
say Judge?
Everybody watch NBC. Seriously. Hey, we'll keep this little Grown Man Record Night Dig of the Week going. Let me tell you, this is a very epic Dig of the Week on my side of the table. I have to say, I'm really glad I stopped down the recording earlier and brought it back up because now we don't have to worry about it.
giggity.
Good
He
call.
was juggling
Good
it
call.
out of bounds.
Self-juggle.
Let me just tell you, Carl, folks, everybody, Jesus, baby Jesus. I've been waiting for this moment all my life, says Phil Collins. Take you one of those, Carl. Don't be
Oh, yeah.
Don't be ignorant of
A
that.
little bit left in there. Not much.
This week, I received my first batch of the Boards of Canada re-releases. Now, these are
Wow.
records I've wanted for several years now. It's one of my favorite groups ever.
So, how many of Boards of Canada's releases are you waiting on now?
There's 3 more coming.
You got all of it?
No. There's
No?
3 more coming.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But
I've paid for all
yes,
of them ever.
so you're getting
yeah. No, let's not jinx it.
everything
I don't want to jinx
on
it.
vinyl, right?
So this first shipment was the first bundle pack, which is the re-releases of all the LPs.
have we heard these yet?
No, these are not
We
open.
haven't, have
These
we?
are not opened. In addition to shipping the 3 records, I got a sticker, which is very cool. I'm
It's
very
always
stoked
cool to
about
get a
that.
sticker.
I got this print. Cameraman, I'm gonna need your help. Please be very careful with this. I want this framed. Look at that print, Carl.
That's nice.
I'll make you a
That's really nice.
Yeah, be real easy.
Put some
Yeah,
wraps.
I'm real nervous about that.
Now the funny thing, it's funny that you mentioned
Yeah.
Boards of Canada and bring that up because I had never heard of them until about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I heard a story on NPR, National Public Radio, about Boards of Canada on
Really?
All Things Considered.
On
The
all
news
music,
show.
the secret
It was
code.
about the secret, how they're so secretive and how they release things,
That's
and-
that record.
and they never reveal themselves or anything like
you hear that
that. They
record,
hate
The Boards of
interviews.
Canada? Up.
But
What? Oh,
the story I heard
Yep.
was talking about Boards of Canada, one copy of like 2 or 3 songs turned up in New York City
Yeah.
on Record Store Day.
This was a game that was played for about a month, and it hinted at this release, which came out this year, and I helped. It was an RSC channel. I was involved, and you had to go into page sources on pages, combine audio files that were out of phase to hear clues and things. It was so damned involved, dude. It'll blow your mind. It was like
How hard do you want to hear this record?
oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. And we helped figure all that out, and not
That's
only
great.
that,
Oh,
it
and
was the first record
totally
within 3
did
years.
blow your mind,
It
right?
yeah, it totally blew my mind.
It blew his mind for
So-
at least a week and a half.
So
It did. I'm not
the
kidding.
second phase of this, of the greatest year of music and that I can remember in a long time, is all the re-releases of all these records were $100 a piece on eBay. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love Boards of Canada. I'm not paying that. That's
No.
not what I do. I find things out in the wild, and I splurge $10 here and there.
Yeah.
I don't spend $100 on records.
Nah.
It's not my style. It's not my steez, Carl. That's not my steez.
I've gone as high. The most I've ever paid for a record is $30.
Oh,
And-
I'm not even going that.
Well, that's that brand new
I've got 'em for
Clutch double
Christmas.
LP we just looked at.
yeah, okay, sure.
That's brand new.
So check this out. Boards of Canada, Campfire Head Phase.
Nice.
This is the, what year did this come out? 2005. 2005 on Warp, still sealed. I'm not opening it yet. I think these, and our next one, this is a triple LP.
What?
Gio Gotti. Gio Gotti came out in 2002. Very heady electronica, but real hip hop beat driven. Tracks like 1969. Oh my God. Sunshine Recorder. Oh my God. Still not opened. I've not opened these records yet, folks. I'm just
Saving it.
I got them up Tuesday. And probably one of the
it
best electronica records ever recorded in the history of man. Even dating back to everybody.
It is.
It is. We're talking Boards of Canada. Music has the rights to children. Let's show this one off.
Let's
If we're not going
that
to show
off.
any of them.
Let's show that one off.
And oh, look at that
Yeah, they
back
get a little
cover, dude.
closer. There you go.
Oh Jesus! Look at that back cover. This record strikes a chord in me, unlike a lot of records. Jesus, I really don't know what to say about this. It hits me the way that Nirvana did, the way that Chuck
Wow.
Berry did when I
In
was
the
like
mouth?
5 years old. Chuck Berry, Nirvana, Aphex Twin, Boards of Canada.
Hit you right in the face.
I may throw Tool in there.
Right in the mouth hole.
Things that were like showed me
Yeah.
a different way of looking at things. Mahavishnu Orchestra's up there
All right.
from this past
Yeah.
year or so.
For me, it's Jimmy Buffett for
Sure,
one.
absolutely.
No effects for another.
Fat Mike be letting you know, man.
Speaking
Oh, yeah.
of Jimmy Buffett, you remember that time
Oh, jeez.
we were at Carter Finley and all those people were sliding down the hill because they couldn't
In
keep
the
their grip?
rain. We saw Jimmy
They were
Buffett playing in the
They were getting
rain.
pinned against the fence and people were like, oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And we had lawn seats, but everybody left, so we and they had already
We
tore
went down there.
They had already tore through the fence.
We ended up helping them
So we walked down.
We pulled the fence up and let a couple through.
Let people slide
Because
through.
they were getting stuck and pinned
In the chain link fence.
Well, that was good. You helped him out.
It was
That
their soccer
good.
game.
And Jimmy
in
Buffett
USA.
kept on playing.
Oh, he didn't.
Of course he
lose.
did.
And we went up front because nobody cared.
Right up front.
We went.
So-
we walked our asses right up front.
Right. Yeah, it was great though.
That was great.
Not only this week did I receive my Boards of Canada reissues, I figured that's going to be our dig of the week. I've been waiting on this for damn 10 years probably.
That's awesome.
And I get them all at one time, and I've still not even opened them. That's our dig of the week, right? Right?
Wrong.
Wrong. My mom calls me, works at the library, our local library here.
Gotta
And
love
you can-
library.
You can find lots of things at your local public
Who else
library.
works in the library?
I work at the library
Carl works at the library.
part time.
That's good times, man.
I was there today.
There's something very special about a library.
There is.
You know, it's
There
got
is.
the smell, everything about it.
Why does that say C agent?
Because you see your fucking agent, man.
Up on.
Karen.
Jesus. So my mom works at the library, and she hooked me up with some records before they went out to the library sale, which occurs on the weekends.
Yep, we had our book sale last month.
Sure, and I've picked up some stuff from there before, some Santana, Doobie Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah, some great records, some country records. Hey, man.
Yep.
Hey.
I actually
Always
got
get-
some. I got some Waylon on our library
Oh
book sale.
man, I love Waylon. So it's always a good source of quality records. This time, extra specially so. Check this out. We're talking about this is a Portuguese record. It's
Oh, that was.
yeah, I've not played this yet. It's a Carnival Recife 1978. Everything is in Portuguese. I looked it up. It's actually worth $20.
I can't understand a word of it.
I've not played it
Hey,
yet.
music is international.
Hey,
Yeah.
hang around
Music-
with us. We'll play this. We'll play this.
We'll
later.
get that's going on.
Okay.
I gotta
Also,
say something about value of records.
value.
It's worth what people will pay for
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Not
you
what
know,
people are asking
it. Yeah.
for
No,
One
it's-
guy, three guys are asking $20 for it. How many of them are selling it?
Yeah,
It's a question you have to ask.
I have luck agree with that, but
You gotta buy 1,000 records
Also,
and then all of a sudden be like, oh no, nothing's worth anything.
coming from a former baseball card collector when I was a kid,
it. Yeah.
keep those values close to your vest. I mean, it still feels good to be like, I got this one that's worth this.
Yeah, but are you
Worth.
asking-
Leave it at that. It's worth this, and then you'll sell it or you'll trade it or you'll whatever, and it's worth.
Whatever.
But
It's worth whatever somebody
seeing-
will give you for it.
Seeing it in print worth this makes the journey and the discovery and the whole process even better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. When you pull one and you're like, I don't know what the hell this is. Prime example. Here's a record my mom pulled for me, Tibetan Bells. Henry Wolf, Nancy Hendrings. It's got,
Tibetan bells.
Look
That's
at this,
something I
man.
would pass over just
let's
on
hold this.
instinct.
Cover and gatefold. It looks interesting for $1. I would definitely check it out. Bring it up on Discogs. It's like an ambient record. It's an experimental ambient record from the 70s. That is right up my GD alley, Carl.
I hear you.
I mean, that is right up my alley. And I played a little bit of it. It's really out there. It's a late night record.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's out.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the real
That's
deal.
like my wife picked up.
My wife!
That's right. 7 years.
My wife, my wife, my wife.
Hey, I miss my wife, but my aim's getting better.
Oh!
Oh.
Hey, keep
Hey,
it going.
my wife picked up a Steve Hackett album,
Yeah?
Voyage of the Acolyte. Bought it strictly on album cover art.
It was
Sure.
Strictly for album cover art. It was a
You got
$1,
$1.
$2, $1 album.
$1.
Strictly for the album cover art.
Yeah.
Turns out, it's Phil Collins and another guy from Genesis.
Yeah.
Before they were in Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
It's really experimental.
Oh,
It's
dude.
it's some crazy experimental music.
I have become the
Steve
biggest
Hackett.
Genesis fan.
I
ever.
love Genesis.
Oh, Genesis
I've got
is
some
awesome.
early Genesis up here. It'll blow your
Nice.
mind.
Nice.
and our good friend Michael Cool. That's the record we shot with a shotgun. Is Genesis
Nice.
Duke. He sent us a good copy of Genesis. I mean, I grew up only knowing the poppy Genesis.
Right.
Right.
The
We're
radio.
the same age.
The radio.
Yeah, we didn't know
Yeah.
about that growing up.
We grew up with Rock 92.
Yeah, and when Genesis was, just what was pop radio. But the stuff back in the 70s, blow your mind.
Oh, yeah.
I'm becoming so hip to that.
Very
That's one of those
experimental.
bands when I'm like, oh my God, why have I not been listening to this all along? Hey, I got
Yeah.
3 or 4 more records. We're going to bust
All right,
through it. We're taking
bust
too
through
much
it.
time. We're
Let's do it.
dilly-dallying.
Let's do it.
Bob Dylan's greatest hits. Look at this. Oh my Lord. This is the first greatest hits record. It's got all the great shit on it. That's fucking classic business right there. I said
Greatest
that
hits.
for it again. Said that.
Classic business.
I said, how about this? Bob Dylan Highway 61 Revisited. Are you kidding me?
That's right.
This
Wait,
is,
Are you kidding me?
oh wow.
Nah.
He's kidding me.
This is the stereo copy, 360 sound. I think it's 2i Columbia. Yeah, it's got your 2i Columbia stereo. It's got the non-breakable, and that's the deal with this record.
The non-breakable.
There's so many pressings of this record. It says non-breakable right here. It's 2i Columbia, and it's got the stereo 360 on the front. This tells me, Carl, that actually this doesn't match up. You shouldn't get this record where it
that
says
sleeve.
non-breakable 2i Columbia 360 sound. It should not have the 360 sound on the cover, which tells
Really?
me that somebody has mix matched
The cover
the
and the
record,
album.
the cover and the album.
Which will happen.
Absolutely.
That
Somebody
will
may have
happen.
worked in a record store,
Yeah.
put this one aside, waited until the dope one came in, switched them out. So it's
Actu-
2 different versions. Either way is a great record, and it's worth quite a bit of money. I don't know about it being
Absolutely.
mixed match like
Actually, I'm looking
Yeah.
for a cover to Sgt. Pepper's because
Oh,
I have the
yeah.
album. I don't have a cover for
this. Yeah.
it. I need a cover to Sgt. Pepper's.
That was really weird. Me and my mom were actually looking that up together, and it's like, oh, that's really, really crazy that it's like 2 different things, and it's mixed matched, and
right.
that's weird.
But in a used record store, you're going to run into
It
that
happens.
a lot
It
because the
happens.
guys dealing them
Yeah.
records, they know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
They know how to maximize the
Also,
profit.
that was number 2 Dylan record. How about number 3 Dylan record?
What?
This
Uh-oh,
is
look
man,
out.
1962
Oh, look how young he is.
Columbia, little young
how
Bob
young he
Dylan.
is.
You kidding me? This is also a one that's many different versions of this. This is the stereo copy,
Right.
and there's several different versions of this record within the same year,
Absolutely.
with the same catalog number. Very hard to distinguish.
It is hard to distinguish.
Did figure out this one is fairly desirable, not crazy desirable.
Right.
They've got a track, and maybe the other one. It was a mix match track. I think it is the other. Where it says, let's see here. Yeah, no, I messed it up. I don't know nobody. Carl.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
Mike needs to move it on.
I'll move it on. But
Moving it
look
on.
at that, man.
Bob Dylan, early, getting it done.
That's an original Bob Dylan right there.
Nice.
Good stuff.
I like Bob.
Okay, the other record. The other record.
Classic dig.
Boom! We're talking
The
introducing
Beatles.
the Beatles. VJ Records. This is 1964, 3, I believe. Carl, I'll tell you. I know some things about records. I don't know a lot of things about records. I don't pretend. I just jump in and join the fun. You know what I mean? There are like 174 different versions of this record.
Absolutely.
Whether what
I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to bring you a little knowledge on this because turns out my mom is a huge Beatles fan.
Yeah.
And my mom spent her middle school years in the early 60s
right.
living in England.
Oh,
She has all the original Beatles releases, the English releases.
yeah.
And in England, it was Meet the Beatles.
Meet the Beatles.
Meet the Beatles.
Yep.
Not introducing the Beatles.
Right.
There are 2 songs that are different
Yep.
on the English version
Please me.
and the American version. And this is the American version.
But
it's
it's-
still released on VJ Records.
Yep.
VJ Records had the contract. They released all the
Dude,
albums, American
there-
or British.
There are so many versions to where it's VJ, whether this is a rainbow label,
Right.
whether this is VJ by itself, VJ with brackets around it. If you see Ringo's shadow,
Oh yeah,
it's
you can see
it's
the Ringo
legit.
shadow.
If you can't see Ringo's shadow, it's a
It's a
counterfeit.
That's brilliant.
If there's all these different things. If it does this, it's a counterfeit. If it does that, it's a real one. If it does that, it's a counterfeit. 174 different versions of this record, including the real versions and the counterfeits.
Nice.
I think 37 different ones with the same catalog number, VJLP 1062. The best I can describe, this one's about $25 from what I can get from the
inner tubes
the matrix numbers
from the Matrix.
inside the dead wax.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. From what I can describe from and the matrix numbers are actually on the label. So me and my mom worked together. We kind of figured it out, and we're pretty sure this is one that's in like the $25 range. Record looks in good shape. Cover looks in good shape. Somebody scribbled their name on the back. That's their damn problem.
Yeah, people do that.
Stop doing that.
I have a lot of records where people have scribbled their name
Yeah,
on the
that was
back.
a big thing.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
That was old school.
Yeah,
All right.
that was old school, but to
you
anybody
putting
out
on
there
there?
that's
What are you putting on
considering
there?
doing that, stop doing that.
What are you putting on there? Huh? We're getting ready to take a break.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go to some chip chat. We need some chips.
Yep.
Need a little chips.
No, not yet.
Need a little refreshment.
Yeah,
Mike's
we're
got a
good.
couple more records to talk
you know
about.
what? No, don't jump the shark, please.
I
Carl's
didn't
jumping
jump the shark.
Look
I
at here.
fished the whale.
Look at here, cameraman.
All right.
Give me a second.
Here's what we're gonna do. I just opened this damn Boards of Canada reissue for the
Uh-oh.
first time in my entire life.
Really?
Mike opened the record.
Which one? Music has the rights.
Yeah, that's what I just opened. Yeah, put that on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna
All
play a little Boards of Canada.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a little Clutch, maybe. We're gonna come
Yeah,
back with
we're
a soda.
definitely going to play a little clutch.
We're
We're
gonna
going to
come
play
back-
a lot of clutch because clutch.
Oh, no, little Clutch, and then we're gonna come
A
back
little
with a soda
Clutch.
speech and chip chat.
Oh, yeah. We need to come
Yeah,
back.
this
with
is a
soda.
quick break. This is a quick break.
We're doing a quick break?
Quick break. Coming back. Soda speak and chip
All right,
chat.
let's hear some Boards of Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about all that new stuff you got.
Oh yeah. I'm
Let's bring it
I'm
on.
freaking it out. Give me a little graphic, cameraman. We're gonna hit it off. We're gonna come back.
You're a graphic.
Yeah, a little
Bring it
dig of the
on.
week graphic. There we go. Look at
Yeah.
that. That's what we did, Carl.
Coming off Dig of the Week.
Yeah, we did us a little
Nice.
dig of the week. We did it.
Oh, yeah.
We did it.
Always a good.
We did it. Let's get in here one time. Man, Carl, we appreciate you coming in, man. Bringing all
Absolutely.
these damn dope records. Bringing all
It's
this
great to
dope
be
shit.
here once again at
Yeah.
Grown Man Record
Oh,
Night,
man.
High Point, North Carolina, the furniture capital of the
That's
world.
right. We're still getting stupid. We're still
And the
getting stupid.
record capital of the world.
Let's do it. Get it on with
We're
it.
getting stupid.
Beep, beep.
Okay. All right. Stay tuned. More Grown Man Record Night coming up. So to speak. Chip chat. Your uncle. Your mama. Stay tuned.
Yeah, baby.
Hello, Buck Bayou. We're coming right back live, Grown Man Record Night, with a little so to speak. A damn thirsty night. Things have happened, make this thirsty, Carl.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we got to do.
We're in town,
yeah.
bringing it from the beach, ready for some so to speak.
Yeah,
what are we
man.
talking about tonight?
Uh,
What you got on? Oh, easy,
uh,
Ken.
I just brought up part of a lung.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Hope it wasn't the good part.
No, it wasn't the good part. Here on So to Speak this evening, we're going to talk about a couple of revolutionary and great sodas. We don't hit the diet tip very much here. During the week, I try not to be so much of an asshole, and I drink the diet drinks a lot of times. Because if I drink a lot of soda, I mean, I'd be 400 pounds, man. For real. I'd be 400 pounds. So I try to keep it light during the week. I'll cheat and have a regular soda on the weekends here and there.
Right on.
Yeah, but
I don't drink too much soda, man. I try to keep it to one a day.
yeah, there you go.
One a day. I drink a lot of water. I mean, I work outside. I burn a lot of calories
Sure.
at work.
I
You
drink
know,
at
burn
least
through
4 or 5 a day.
Other
Wow.
than sodas,
12 ounce.
you drink a
Wow.
lot of soda.
Yep.
That's a lot of
You
soda.
have a problem with soda.
I drink 120-ounce Pepsi a day.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's about it.
Just
Otherwise, it's water, green tea.
absolutely
Keep it hydrated.
keep it
Keep it-
hydrated. Keep
Till
it
the
moving.
evening. Then you got to
it
switch to
moving.
beer.
Absolutely. So our good friend Steve Fever of the program,
Absolutely.
when we have the Mikey Bananas Steve Fever program hour, has hooked us up with some Sprite Cranberry Zero.
What?
Yeah, okay. I like the Sprite Zero, no caffeine, no sugar. So it's a good like throwaway kind of soda. Add a little cranberry flavor into it. Hey,
Sprite's all right. I've liked Sprite
Absolutely.
through the years. I've
it's
been
kind
a
of
fan.
It's a negative space kind of soda. You
It
know
is. It quench your thirst. It's kind of negative. As much as going in is going out.
What I mean? Absolutely. That's kind of just that's good, man. And cranberry can be an overwhelming type flavor.
It can, but that is subtle.
It's subtle.
It's subtle. It's good.
Because cranberry sauce, cranberry juice, crazy up in your grill kind of flavor.
Yeah.
We're not about that.
Yeah. Give you
That's
that
a nice
whiskey
subtle,
face.
That's a nice subtle cranberry flavor. Sprite Cranberry Zero. Check it out. Low calorie,
It works.
low sugar, and a nice flavor. Nice flavor.
I gotta say it works. I'm a fan. Never had it before.
Hey, put a little bourbon in there. What do you think about that?
Yeah. A little bourbon, a little vodka,
Yeah.
a little rum, a little gin, whatever you taste. It can work with about anything.
Yeah.
But that's a good soda right
That's
there,
a good
man.
soda.
I gotta
Hey,
say.
Our good friend Jeff of the program,
Yep.
Jeff of the program, hooked us up with a soda here. I have to imagine this is a French soda. It's called Postabon. And
Is it
this
like
is
posting bond?
Let's hold that up. You mind holding that up for me, Cole?
Ah, we'll hold that up.
The cameraman's in there doing some kind of
Bring it
bathroom
on in
business.
here.
I don't know what
some
he's doing.
Posting bond.
He's number two in?
Sounds like
Okay.
posting
I
bond.
got the two.
Okay, cameraman
Don't,
got the two.
I got
yeah.
the feeling.
Jeff hooked us up with this. We've had an apple soda before. It was a Mexican apple soda called, I can't remember what it's called. It's one you can find in your local groceteria, Mexican soda. Apple. And I used to always say when I was a little kid, why is there no apple soda?
There really haven't been apple sodas.
Yeah, and I mean,
traditionally.
there's all these like orange and grape, and it's like, why is there apple? You would think that would be a layup, but American-wise, there's never been a really good apple
There
soda.
really hasn't.
So anyhow, this looks like a French one. Everything's in French. I'm guessing it's French. It's an apple soda. Let's
Except
check.
the nutrition facts. Those are in English.
It is corn syrup. It's high fructose corn syrup, not regular sugar. That's all right. Take it for what it is.
It's a soda.
But we appreciate Jeff hooking us up with this, and I'm real excited about an apple soda.
I'm interested.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm definitely
Okay.
interested in this. Where are we going here?
Let's hold that label up, Carl, when you get a second. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's real.
Wow.
It's real sweet, but real subtle at the same time.
Wow. It's actually a true apple flavor.
Yeah.
Like a good red apple.
Yeah, like
Nice.
an overly sweet apple
A
that's
nice-
extra juicy,
It's not that.
but it's not like Granny
It's
Smith.
Not, it's not that Granny Smith apple taste, and it's not that now and later apple taste.
Exactly. It tastes like a
It's-
real apple.
It actually tastes like a real
That's
apple.
good, man.
I'm impressed with this right here.
That's good.
Never heard of it before, never seen it before,
No, me neither,
but
me
I'm
neither.
impressed with it.
That's good
Absolutely.
stuff, man.
Cameraman gonna bring it in close.
Dude, look at that. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Jeff straight hooked us up. Oh, that'd be great. What about that? with a
Cameraman,
little-
you need to take a sip of
Yeah,
that.
take a sip of that. What about that?
Pass
with a little,
judgment.
That with a little rum.
Bring it
Carl?
on back over here.
You put that with a little rum, Carl.
Little rum.
Oh, that'd be good.
Oh,
Apple
yeah.
and rum.
Little rum. Up. The wife needs.
Oh wow, that is the answer to apple soda.
That's good.
That is
stuff,
the
man.
answer to apple
Oh my
soda
God.
right there.
That's
Ah,
up there.
there it is.
Oh my god.
That's so good.
A French
That's
apple
amazing.
soda.
This is the one thing I can appreciate from the French.
Man, that's real. Yeah, except for giving
Except for
up.
French.
Except
Yeah.
for fries.
And fries.
They're good about giving up.
To our allies in Europe who
Hey, man.
fought so poorly and surrendered so readily.
Big up to Bistain, right? Okay, hey, what a great soda speak. What a great soda speak. We appreciate Steve Fever hooking us up with the Sprite
Absolutely.
Zero for our non-sugary substitute of the evening. We appreciate Jeff hooking us up with this crazy French apple soda that is just phenomenal, man.
Blowing our minds.
That's got to be up there for soda of the year.
Absolutely.
This Postobon,
Absolutely.
that's got to be,
Awesome.
man, that's good stuff. So we're going to go right in from a soda speak into a good old-fashioned chip chat.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man, that's what we do here. That's
Talk
what
about
we
some
do.
chips.
And we got some great chips to talk about this evening. Carl, our open bag special evening.
right.
We've only got a couple left. This is from our good friends at Uncle Ray's. Uncle Ray's always be letting
There's
you know about
literally
something.
only like 3 left.
Yeah, there's really, there's
Yeah,
terrible.
we done destroyed them.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Uncle Ray's hot is awesome.
Never had Uncle Ray's hot until now.
I didn't realize hot was a flavor
Yeah, it's like
until
red.
I tried these, and hot is a flavor.
And as normal, we've featured Uncle Ray's on the program before. Uncle Ray's got a little message on the back about self-control, not to act impulsively, not to equate desires with rights.
Oh, it's a good little moral message on the back of Uncle Ray's.
That's where I
Transcendental.
look for my good morals right there. Is in
Man.
the back of a bag
It's a
of
good
chips.
place to.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Listen to this statement, and then next time you're taking a shit, remember the
Think
statement
about it.
and think about it.
Oh wow.
Not equate desires with rights.
Deep.
That's out there, man. Think about that.
Uncle Ray's kind of deep, man. That's pretty deep for a bag of potato chips.
Hell yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Even when the
man.
bag of chips ain't that deep.
$1.19 local convenience store. Uncle
Hot
Ray's.
favorite.
Get some of it. All right, let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving.
Our good friend the Bossman. Big up to the Bossman. Always
Boss.
looking out for us. This is like a Dollar General product. Dollar General or Dollar Store or something. Dollar Tree or Dollar General.
That's $1.
It's the Golden Flake brand. It's the Golden Flake brand, and we've had the Golden Flake brand on the program before. We've checked our list. Our good friend Trisha Bailey has hooked us up with this list. It's a spreadsheet, Carl.
Of every chip you've had on the
Every
program.
chip we've had on the damn program. And if you're out in the store, you're out in the jungle, and you'll be like, oh man, look at this chip. You can pull up this and be like, oh no, wait, they've already done this. Scratch that, dog. They've already done this.
Wow.
She come up with a whole spreadsheet so you can figure it out.
You know, eventually you are going to run out of potato chips.
Absolutely not. I thought that at first,
No,
but
we
things
won't.
keep
There-
going.
there's way
Things
too
keep
many.
going.
I thought the same thing, but we will not.
Yeah.
Things keep going.
Chips.
So
Yeah,
we've-
when chicken and waffle lays came out,
Oh, buddy.
oh,
you know
I
what?
thought I
Hold
couldn't
on.
go any further.
I'm sneezing.
Hey, can we do a little chip chat
Rewind.
rewind? Yeah, sure.
about the chicken and waffles.
Of all
These
the
guys were big
ones-
fans of chicken and
Of
waffles.
all the ones that should have won,
Won.
W-O-N,
Yeah.
Right.
garlic bread?
I
Is that
know.
what- is that the one that
Seriously?
won?
The most
Horrible.
tame.
The worst one out of the
Yeah.
three?
Still good,
I'm not a
but-
big fan of garlic.
No,
so
I'm
it's
not even
fair.
going to say it was good.
It was
I
okay.
tried it,
Sure.
and it was not
It
good.
did not win. Something is awry there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something
It's
is
hard
right
for me to
there.
say because I don't.
The
care
garlic industry had an ends in
For, I
it.
don't care for
Yeah.
garlic as much, so that's not fair for me to weigh in on.
Okay.
So yeah,
But I like
Speaking of-
garlic bread.
But anyhow, we've had
Anyhow.
one of the golden flake chips before.
what do they taste like?
Not this particular flavor. This is a sweet heat.
Barbecue.
That's right up my alley, man.
We're going thin and crispy here.
So, Bossman picked these up for us. Oh,
I'm
nice
a fan of
looking,
some sweet heat.
nice
Let's
looking
bring
chips.
it on over.
Nice looking chips, man. They're all it's whole. You know what I mean? I know that sounds stupid, but the majority of these chips are whole and not all crushed up in the bag.
That is impressive. That
You know what I mean?
that right there is a large chip.
They're
Pull
thin,
that onto the bag.
They're thin, they're crispy, and they got a lot of junk on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's a lot of artificial powder barbecue flavor right
And
there.
damn, is it not good?
And it is awesome.
Nice.
So,
I could eat the whole bag of these.
next time you're in the dollar store, Golden Flake Sweet Heat Barbecue,
Yep.
give it a look.
That tastes just like another brand sweet heat. Is it Lay's?
It may be.
Exactly. The same
Utz.
flavor. Exactly.
It is.
Maybe.
One of the other brands.
Yeah,
These are the Alfs. They're too small. They're too broke up. They put them in a different bag.
probably.
They do.
Yeah.
They filter them out, put them in a different bag,
Yeah.
sell them for less. Made in the same factory at the same time.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe.
We're gonna blow everybody's mind here.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of Jeff, who hooked us up with the apple French soda, also hooked us up with some chips from a brand called Clover Chips,
Clover?
and the flavor
Lucky.
is ham and cheese.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
My mind is blown. Officially
I
blown.
gotta try this, man.
These are actually from the Philippines, Carl.
Oh wow.
Philippines. Now we had those Filipino spaghetti chips. I didn't care for them.
I missed that episode. I didn't get to try those.
I didn't care for them. They taste like wet feet or like
I'll take your word for it.
diseased
That's,
taint.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in
And
there.
once again, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take your word for it.
Okay. So anyhow, but this is a corn chip. It's a unique corn snack.
It's
not
unique
potato.
Corn
Hey,
snack.
look, it says with vitamins. Let's show that off.
Oh, that's good.
With vitamins.
It's got vitamins on it.
Doesn't
from
really say which ones, but
ham and cheese,
you know,
clover chips,
vitamin ham,
vitamin ham,
vitamin
H,
ham, vitamin H, vitamin ham.
Vitamin H sounds like some William Burroughs story. I don't want to get.
Kind of does.
Heroin is a vitamin. Don't let anyone tell you differently. No one anywhere in the rule book doesn't say that all vitamins must be good for you. Heroin is a vitamin.
We all know it's good for
That's what William Burroughs said.
Yes.
So here comes some ham and cheese Filipino corn chips. They got that same shape. I hope they taste better. Let's bring it. I like those.
you. They look funny.
They're
These are
funny.
very conducive to scooping. These are begging to scoop
Yeah.
some salsa right here.
Yeah, that's it's got its own unique flavor.
Mmm. It does.
That one is.
It's vaguely baconish.
Yeah.
I mean, ham, bacon, you know,
Yeah.
almost the same cut. Definitely the same animal.
They're very puffy.
They are very puffy.
I
They're
wasn't
puffed
expecting
almost
that.
like a
Muncho
pork skin.
or a muncho.
Yeah, or a muncho.
I'm not sure.
They're not bad.
They're not bad.
I could go either way. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
go either way on those.
Yeah.
They're very neutral, but good in the same way.
They are.
So I don't really know what to say about those, but we're probably going to eat it.
The way
They're
they
begging to
taste,
scoop up some salsa,
the way they taste,
and I'm
the
going
way
to take the
they're good for
barbecues over
scooping,
those.
And they taste like bacon and cheese and all that. These are probably some of the top 5 most delicious chips I've ever tried in my life.
Really? You think so?
Yes.
Top 5 food.
Yes. They're
Wow.
so good. Oh my god.
We got wife sneaking in for a
Look at this
handful.
handful I got.
They're
And on
going
top
off
of
the
that-
hook here.
On top of that, they're shaped like shells and cheese.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
That's good
Quite
stuff.
crispy.
What about mixing these with shells and cheese?
Ooh.
Crumble them up with the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, buddy.
Nah.
Add a little
Let me tell you,
crunchy
one of my little tricks.
Maybe.
One of my little tricks is taking pork rinds, putting those in
those are-
Easy Mac.
All right.
Pork
I
rinds
can
and
hear
Easy
it.
Mac.
These you have to also kind of. If you've ever had the octopus chips,
Yeah, no, you.
these will taste a little bit similar.
Well,
So
hey, let's go ahead and wrap up.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Let's wrap up this edition of Chip Chat.
All right.
Been a great Chip Chat. We've had a great soda
Explored
steak.
some good chips, tasted some good stuff, some light stuff, different varieties.
That's good stuff, man.
Had some excellent soda,
Oh, yeah.
so to speak.
Good chips,
Highly
good
recommended
sodas,
sodas
good
there.
records, great records.
Let's
One
get
of the
back
best
into some
night-
music.
One of the best nights of records we've had in a long time.
We can get back into some good music.
New Dylan, new Beatles, new Boards of Canada. Carl brought some crazy Clutch.
Get some Anthrax.
Anthrax.
Yeah, for all you 80s metalheads, want to
I'm losing my mind.
get a little revival.
I'm losing my mind. Okay. Well, we appreciate everybody joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. Stay tuned. We got some great music for you. Everybody check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Machete Miller. It's where all these segments are going to end up. Like us, subscribe us. We got a 100 subscriber contest coming up. So you're going to want to subscribe to us. So you want to get in on that contest. 3 records. Your house is on fire. You got to grab 3 records.
What are they?
That's what it is. So anyhow, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. We appreciate Carl stopping by. Man, it's always good to see you, Carl.
Always
man.
good to be on Grown Man Record
Always
Night.
good to see you, man.
You
always
stream
bringing,
YouTube.
Always bringing the real deal records with you, man. We appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Got to bring
So,
a few.
Check us out on the web, and which is where we are now. All over the web, spewing up web all over everybody's face.
Inner tubes.
Yep. And so anyhow, we'll see you next week. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Grown Man Record Night. Bye-bye.
It's macaroni and cheese flavored lip balm.
What?
You heard me. Macaroni and cheese flavored lip balm.